Episode 9. This was it confirmed a lot of what I thought of the characters and of the story, and destroyed one thing. So Sungwoo's decision to kill himself was just a confirmation of um just how greedy he really is, and how much of a coward he really is. Because the fact is that in that moment, in that fight, when Gi-hun decided he was going to give up and not, he was just going to quit the game and not get the prize money, Gi-hun, it was a character growth, it was a character transition. He changed as a person. So from somebody who was hell-bent on trying to win the money and trying to survive, he decided, I do not want it. I do not want evil in my life, and I do not want to live by evil. He was just going to face the consequences of his actions, and going to and try to just face all the difficulties that come with it. So he was quitting. But he did the one thing that Sungwoo couldn't. And it was obvious, because he killed himself, because he knew that if Gi-hun quits, then he wouldn't win the money. No one would win the money, and he wanted to win that money and give it to his mother, because in the end, to him, from his point of view, that money is the gauge of his success. He decided he would rather send the money to his mother instead of himself. So that's who he is as a person. And that I kind of knew that he was the antagonist, and that he was the weak character, and this moment right here confirmed it. I like the fight scene. It was very raw. I know it's an overused word, but in this instance, it's very appropriate. It's very, very raw. I think it was a great decision, and a great build-up. It was a great decision, basically, from the director and the writer, because every game that was played in the past episodes, they were so big. The production design is big. They're aesthetically beautiful. They were so creative. But the one game that would dictate the rest of their lives, it was down to their barest. It was just their bodies and them. Well, they had a knife, but it was. But so it was a great, and even the fight scene, the choreography, it didn't feel like it was so choreographed. It felt relatable, like this is a street fight, and I was there to witness it. So I think that was a great poetic ending to such a big production of all the other games. So great one. Then he got out. So Gi-hun got out and got all the money, and he did try. He tried to make the most out of it. After some time confronting the real creator of the game. Oh yeah, that scene with the old man, when he was telling Gi-hun why he decided to do it. Again, it confirmed to me that in the end, all you really want is that feeling of love, or of belongingness, and that's what the man was after. He, of course, the choice on how he was actually able to achieve it was a wrong choice, but he did all of that just because he wanted to relieve that time in his life when he was loved, and not his stature, that it was him who mattered, and that he belonged to this group of friends, and that he had people he was enjoying life with. That's why he created that game. It's just that it was melded with his addiction for adventure, and so he made the wrong choice on how he can relive that moment. But yeah, that was the whole point. For Gi-hun, I knew this actually. It is a game of addiction. That I knew. I'm right. I think I'm correct. It's a game of addiction. But I thought in the beginning that he was addicted to gambling. I realized in the end he was just addicted to the rush of the adventure, the fight. He's addicted to the misery and the difficulties, because he had the chance. He was already on his way to his daughter in the US. He was talking on the phone with her. That was his daughter's voice. That should have been enough to have him claim the victory, to whatever, do everything and anything in the world because that's the person he loved the most, and she was on the phone anticipating his arrival. But all it took was the face of Kumyu, the face of the Dakchi guy, and he forgot about everything. He forgot about making things right, doing the best doing the most out of every situation. He made that phone call and decided he wasn't going to board the plane and come back. And I know that a lot of people said that, oh, he was going to try and make the wrong right. But it wasn't that. He was just addicted, because that was your daughter. If you were thinking straight and if you really wanted to make the wrong right, he already had the money. He had the money, he had the opportunity, and he had the time. He would have gone to your daughter first and used the money that you won in order to go after these people. He would have made an expose. He would have written a book, even if people thought that you're going crazy. But going back is not justice. That's not seeking justice. That's just running after trouble. So that's how I knew that I was right, that this is about addiction, but I was wrong about this being an addiction towards gambling. It isn't. It's just addiction towards the adventure, the unknown, the excitement. He loves miseries, he loves fights, and that's why he decided to abandon his daughter and go back to seek out the game again. And he was going to play it. He's going to play the game. He might not be a participant. He might not be playing the game, but in the same way he used to play it, but he will play the game. Great series. You should watch it. I do understand if you haven't. I do understand why it's being compared to Battle Royale and Hunger Games. There are similarities in that the main concept is about a group of people playing a game, but the similarity just about ends there. And that, all those three are great movies, and this is a great TV series, and you should watch everything. And I hope I contributed something to the constructive discussion of this great series. Thank you.